Alright, let's get our production tab and get our nameplate going. In the lower right hand corner, we have our yellow Protoss representing the Golden Armada, Defender of Ire. This is naelavok. And in the upper left hand corner, we have our Zerg player, the Infestation, the, I don't know, the Overmind himself, I guess. Our pink player, ElderPotatoe. Alright, looks like this drone is going to go out and scout around just a little bit. This is a little bit of an early scout for a Zerg player. The Overlord is being constructed, but normally you don't see Zerg players scout until that Overlord is done and these two drones have been built. And so ElderPotatoe just wants to make sure that he's not being cheesed at all. And and it looks like naelavok making fun of me there. Thank you, naelavok, for making fun of me. I appreciate that, always. Trolling me just a little bit. Making sure that I'm giving out as much juicy juice as possible. I do love juicy juice. I really do. Alright, ElderPotatoe going ahead and scouting out, sees that it is going to be a gateway expand. Knows that there should be some sort of early pressure available against him. And dropping the spawning pool instead of going for a fast expand. And so I would say that knowing that there's a gateway expand, you're not going to have a whole lot of super early pressure. You're not going to get cannon rushed. You can go ahead and drop the fast expansion. You can go ahead and go hatchery first, because there's not going to be anything that's going to cannon rush you. You're not going to have a zealot walking across the map before your zerglings can be built. So you can fast expand against this sort of build. The only problem is that with a forge fast expand, as a Zerg player, going against a forge fast expand, you can go for an early third. Going against a gateway expand as a Zerg player, it's a lot harder to deal with an early third, because you just don't have the units that you need early enough and often enough. And so ElderPotatoe, making sure that there's going to be a second base going down, drops that drone right there just to see when it's going to come down. Cybercore going down for naelavok. And I mean, pretty standard opening at the moment. Building a couple zealots, just trying to make sure that he's got himself defended against any sort of zergling pressure, because he knows that there's a spawning pool down. That probe coming back from scouting. There is an expansion going down. And, I mean, Overlord's going across the map, making sure that they can see as much as possible, as soon as possible. And, I mean, not a whole lot to talk about. So, I guess, how are you guys in the stream? You guys doing alright? No. It's okay, there's a little bit of stream delay, so and when I ask questions, you guys can't respond just as fast as I'm asking them. And it looks like ElderPotatoe's Overlord just in a position of danger at the moment. Because the Cybercore is out, he's not chronoing out the... Well, he should be able to see, like, putting your Overlord in a position like right here, or right here, so that you can come in and scout tech later. You should be able to poke in and see where your Protoss player is putting all of his chronos. And based on where your opponent is putting their chrono boosts, kind of gives you an idea of what they're doing. This stalker right here going to harass this this Overlord, I think. Looks like a little bit. Good job, stalker. Going to be able to try and kill him. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get it. Overlord's going to try and do as much as possible to get away. Zergling coming in, 6 of them. Looks like not going to lose a single one quite yet. But anyway, noticing that he's dumping his chrono boost into the cybernetic score, obviously he's going to get warp gate done faster. We've got another gateway, and it looks like another robo. So this looks like a 3-gate robo type of play. And this is going to be an early aggression build. I mean, there's really no question about it. Our Protoss player doesn't have a second base. He just knows. And our Zerg player was trying as hard as he could to get into that base, trying to see what he could see. And ElderPotatoe is out at the ramp. Sees that there are only a couple units. Getting a huge surround right now. Going to be able to take out this Zealot and this Stalker right now. Great kill for ElderPotatoe. naelavok losing a lot, and this early pressure going to do a lot of damage. Maybe. Unfortunately, these Zealots are going to step in right now, and so these Zerglings need to be able to do as much damage as possible. Going to try and snipe some pylons, and basically what you want to do is keep these Zealots moving around and dancing around the map. because the Zealots know that they have to be able to do some damage. They have to scare the Zerglings away, and it looks like just a flood of Zerglings keep coming in, and now these Zealots are getting completely surrounded, and it looks like they're going to be down and out for the count. He's got one warp in, and it's only one Zealot. There goes two more right there. And so now everything is unpowered. Now he's only going to be able to produce on 2 gateways. And Zergling's going to try and take out as many pylons as possible. And this will supply block naelavok as well as you can be right now. I mean, look at that. He's up 8 supply over what he needs to be. And that's just not good for our Protoss player. Now he's backed himself into a corner, reducing as much of the surface area as possible. These Zealots are hacking and slashing their way about these Zerglings. But now he needs another warp in. And unfortunately, these probes are just going to die one by one. Cannons are trying to go down. It looks like there's one right there. One trying to go down, trying to get the surround on the Zerglings, but unfortunately probes just don't do enough damage. One Stalker going in, but unfortunately you needed some more Zealots. Zealots are the way to deal with some of these Zerglings, and Zerglings going to run out after taking out a ton of damage. Let's look at the units lost tab right now. 2,000 mineral or resources taken out over 775. A really good attack by our Zerg player, trying to stay in the lead. And looks like Zergling's just going to keep flooding in. We've got one lone drone. So our Protoss player knew that our Zerg player expanded, but was it used just for larvae? And at the moment, it looks like it was. And, I mean, there's a huge supply lead at the moment. And it looks like these Zealots are trying to defend as well as they can, but these Zerglings are going to get surrounds on basically everything. It looks like this is not quite the airtight wall that you need. And now ElderPotatoe basically has free reign to do as much as he can to this cannon, trying to warp something in right there. One Zealot taking in, and a bunch of probes going on the A move. And unfortunately, these probes are just going to go down. And, I mean, let's look at the units tab right now. You can see that he's only got 5 probes left, and all these 5 probes, they're undefended. It looks like naelavok is going to try and force field him out, but unfortunately it's not going to last forever, and he loses the sentry, so he's going to have no more force fields, no DPS behind this force field, and there's the GG. ElderPotatoe takes the first game with early Zergling pressure.